Del Valle High School, and my English teacher is Mr. Bruno. I am studying 5th grade, and this is my Connect project, and I am going to talk about my model person, that in this case is Homero Gómez González. Homero was born in 1969 in Ocampo, Michoacán, Mexico. He was a father, son, and husband. We don't know so much things about his life, but the people that had the opportunity to meet him used to tell that he was a man with a big heart. He has big ideas, and he just wanted to help our country, and he wanted to give an opportunity to the biosphere that surround the Michoacán forest, and he just wanted to save the monarch butterflies from the corruption that surround those areas. Also, he was considered the main defender and promoter of the monarch butterfly. And as I say, he was originally from the municipality of Ocampo, and he studied in the Champingo University. And since his 30 years age, he was the principal activist of the community. At the head of the ward, he was the main activist that promoted the tourists in this area. He opened the Lepidoptero to the local, foraging, and national tourists in this forest of Michoacán. So, in addition to managing that beautiful reserve, Homero became the spokesman and promoter of the tourist activity. So, these actions permitted him to have the access and the contact with people from the show, the politics, and the reporting. So, as the head of this movement, he had to face groups of talamontes that wanted to wood the area of the Este region in Michoacán. So, in consequence of that, he implemented groups and campaigns of people that reforest this area. And it was the big and more approval movement that were in those times, in those months. And with this, all that he wanted to do was to protect this friendly environment, and at first he wanted to protect the monarch butterfly that lived. And now is where the problems start. Homero was missing since the past January 13, and the last thing that became known about him was that he was at a party in the Soldiers Village near to the Rosario community where he used to live. For several weeks, more than 2,000 people who know him, and with police and military people, searched him in roads and forests. And finally, on January 29, his body was found in a track of water with traces of violence, and he was murdered at the age of 50 years old, and he left behind a family, dreams, and actions that he will not complete. And the oldest part, why is he my model person? Today times, we spend our time admiring foraging people, for their physically or for their actions, or for their simple show to the world so much pleasant. And this don't happen to me. I love to admire what people do for their own country. I admire how they want to carry out their homeland, their nation despite, and all the bad things that we have done as Mexicans. Homero wanted to do something good, defending the heritage of our nation. Sadly, no one can do anything for their own land, since the corruption and drug trafficking that sadly do not help us as country. This don't help us to progress. On the contrary, root out the good that this country has. I also admire it because he has more than just a simple action. She makes so much things to try to help this environment, and I admire so much that. I also admire him because it is a case more than thousands that exist in this country that where it leaves us reflecting on the actions that we carry out as a nation. As I can say, I think that someone who fights for his country is someone that we must admire, as him. There are thousands of people that die, or in this case, are killed by others when they are trying to do something better to his land, something to progress and make others feel proud of the things that surround them. In this case, our country, Mexico, and I know that so much people like Homero have been murdered in the process of trying to help our environment or nation. Like the woman, I don't remember her name, that wanted to protect the biosphere in the beach where all the parrots used to live. And it's a case similar to the case of Homero. She was killed too. So thanks. This is all. Thanks for your attention.